Sagittarius, I'm trying to have a brand new life and a brand new start, and I really don't need you starting on me in order to find out what's going on in my life. How you doing, Sagittarius? So we're pretty much starting off with a few channel messages for you. You could be dealing with a Scorpio or an Aries, which would be a 4, a life path 4. But if you're an Aries, if you're a Sagittarius, you can also possibly watch this as a Taurus because it would be 5. Okay, so you could be dealing with a life path 5. You could be a 5 yourself. But I'm hearing, look, I'm trying to have a brand new start, and I'm really trying to get on with my life, and I'm trying to move forward in the direction that I want to go in. And if that's with this person, then that's the person that I want to be with. Pucci, Paula, Pisces, anybody getting me with P. But that's what I want to do, and if that's what I want to do, then I'm trying to have a brand new start in life. And if I am, that's my decision, and my decision is final. So I don't know who it is. Someone could be going for their finals. So it means that people that have degrees in certain ways, you could be dealing with Fahrenheit and degrees, people that work near ovens, cookers, something that is getting very hot and heavy, steamy, Steve is getting steamy. So something's getting very hot, wet, sticky. I don't know, are you eating cakes or are you with Vicky? But I'm hearing it's getting hot and heavy, and it's getting heavy-handed. Someone could be Hannah, the name Hannah, but I'm trying to get heavy with you. I'm trying to be honest with you. So look, can I give you my honest opinion? So I don't know if you've got the doctors or you work for a hospital or a doctor's, and it's like, look, I'm looking for a second opinion. There could be someone that's very opinionated also, and then opinion, which was we need a second opinion. But you could really be dealing with a life path 2 or a Libra, or even an energy of 2 life paths that add up together that come to a number. But I'm looking for a second opinion of a medical condition that I may have myself or someone that could have around me, and we are looking at like medication and stuff like that in order to diagnose something. Okay, but you've also got someone that has put their nose out and their nose into someone's business or information. That just came out through Scorpio. Okay, so you could be dealing with an Aries or Scorpio. But so you'll have to watch those channel messages there. But there is something like, we're looking for a medical opinion, and can I give you my honest opinion? Okay, so it might be where you're like going for your finals and your degree of some kind of like, I don't know, whatever it is that you do around college, study or work. But we're going for 4, which is like Scorpio or Aries, and we're going for a 4. Okay. Por favor, someone's from France, or we're going to France or Belgium or somewhere like that, but we're going for gold. So Goldilocks and the 3 bears. So there could be something to do around a 3, which would be a Pisces in my book. So like we're looking for a book. So some of you might be looking through a lot of books and reading a lot of books and trying to, well, I mean, it might not be books. It could be anything that is also online. You could be dealing with a Leo or anybody beginning with L. Okay, Lucy, Lucifer, Capricorn or Gemini. But we are looking for a book, okay, or we're going online studying something of information in order to find out what could be going on. For me, that's going to be relate to being a manic depressant. Okay, so if I start sweating, I'm sorry about that, but that would literally be because these tablets are making me sweat. Okay, but they do. I can remember when my brother was on, because my brother had suffered through manic depression, and I'm realizing that I am slightly bipolar as well. But yeah, they do make you sweat, and I can remember my brother, like he used to sweat a lot when he used to be on antidepressants, and that was a reason why. So something to do with around that, like I'm studying and I'm looking for something of a self-diagnosis, or I am self-diagnosing myself, or I'm seeing myself. I'm seeing myself for the first time. So some of you, the first time whenever I saw your face. So it might be that this is the first time that I've ever seen you, and it might be a new person, or it's the first time that I've ever really seen you face to face, or the first time that I've ever spoken to you face to face. Now this really could be FaceTime. It might be where people are working from home and they do like a FaceTime call, chat type sort of thing, but it might be someone that you've never seen before, and this came up through Libra reading. I think it was a Libra reading, and it's the first time that I have ever really witnessed that you do this kind of thing. Like, I didn't realize you did it. So it might be someone that you know and they suddenly find your channel or something like that, and this is the first time that I've ever witnessed that you do something. So there might be something around Witten or Whittlesea, okay, or the name Mandy or Whittlesea or Witten or Withering Heights, Wuthering Heights. Yeah, so whoever that sung that, Trevor. I'm also hearing Trevor or Tracy. Anybody can with T. Okay. But yeah, we're studying. Like I'm self-diagnosing. But then there's also this energy of like, well, I'm just nosy. I'm just trying to like put my nose in your business. Because through Scorpio, which is also Aries, right? Because you'll have to know how I read. You'll have to watch the videos that are provided below because I'm a numerology reader. Okay, so I read within numbers more than anything else. Okay, but like it was in that reading, but it was the Scorpio reading that I just did. Okay, or Dan. But you've got this where it was putting someone's nose out of joint. Okay, so it might be a broken nose, and it might be A and E, an accident, an emergency, and a nosebleed. They're saying a nosebleed, or like bleeding. I don't know what bleeding is for here. Bleeding. It might be. Oh God, please don't say I'm going to start bleeding. But like, I don't know. I'm hearing like a nosebleed or bleeding hearts. Broken hearts beat the most. Yeah, so that's a channel that I also run. So run. So you could be dealing with a Cancerian or a life path 7. Run for your life, Forest. Cockfrost or Forest. Run for your life, Forest. Run, rabbit, run. Here comes the farmer with his gun. Gums, gummy bears. You might be dealing with Russell Brand or Brandon or Lee and gummy bears. Here comes the gummy bears. Or someone's gums, I don't know, Gumtree? You might be on Gumtree. Someone's with Gumtree. Or Guthrie Govens, you might be into guitars like I am. Guthrie Govens. Anybody out there know of Guthrie Govens? Fucking great guitar player. If you guys have never heard, after this reading, not now, after this reading, just type in Google or type on YouTube Guthrie Govens. Brilliant guitarist. But yeah, Gumtree or something to do with your gums. It might be bleeding gums. It might be where you're going to the dentist or something like that, and something to do around your gums, okay? And something to do around your mums. And it might even be something to do around your plums. I don't know. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like gums and plums. Bums, tums, bums and tits. You might even be doing like the Jim Jelly and Juice and Justin Jackie Jasmine. But you might be dealing with something like bums, hips, tums and tits and like... Oh, let's get everything like working in order and like, which way's that? It's over there, bruv. Like, can you see me guns? Can you see me guns? Like some people that stand in the mirror, or you're going to the gym and you're like, you're right, bruv. Which way's that? And you're like, oh, it's just over that way, Zeus. Oh, is it? What that way? Well, I don't know. You could go over that way if you wanted. Like, can you see him? This might be Icarus, where he's changed his profile picture. He's like, can anybody see me? Like, that's what I'm picking up. Sorry, Icarus, but that's kind of what I'm picking up. Like, can everybody, like, you're like, just, like, let's just take another photograph of just, like, when I'm, like, right, bruv, I need to flex, like, okay, right, can I get that gun in? Right, let's get that gun in as well, and then let's get this gun in, and, like, or someone that's, like, I don't know, very awkward, and you're like, you right, bruv, how you getting on? You're like, yeah, no, I'm alright, it's probably my mate Michael. Like, you're right, Mike. It's like, yeah, bruv, you're right. Let's just quickly tap you on the back there and give you a quick cuddle. And like, yeah, is that it? Like, yeah, there's someone that's very awkward when it comes to like, you're right, sweetheart, how you getting on? It's, yeah, let's just give you a quick little tap on the back there like that, and let's like move away. You're like, is that it? Like, is that all I'm getting? Like, just come and give me a cuddle for God's sake. You're like, oh, bruv, fucking comes Aunt Bessie and Auntie Goo Goo. Like, you know, come give Aunt Betty a gift, honey. And you're like, Jesus Christ, you're right, Aunt Betty. How you getting on? You're right, sweetheart. Let's just give you a quick tap on there, and that's it. You know? And it's like, Aunt Bunny's got a mustache, honey. It's like, come give Aunt Bunny a kiss, and you're like, I don't know if I really want to kiss that mustache. And you're like, well, let's just give you a quick little like, give you a tap on there. That'll be all right, Dave. Right? So unless Dave's got a fucking mustache and he's like, right, let's get this thing waxed up in here like this, and let's get this all like trim and like all around here. And you're like, you right there, Dave? And like, yeah, I got my grill going on like here, like this. And you're like, I don't know. I keep seeing someone's trying to like pose for a picture or something, and they're like, unless someone's giving some like tongue action and like tonsil action, like, fucking hell, bruv. What's going on with you, Mooey? Oh, hold on. Okay, I am. This is not where you normally go into the section of this, but I am definitely picking up people that work for disadvantaged children and stuff like that. I am so sorry that that segment runs into that one, but when I get a message, it is what it is. Okay, Sagittarius. But people that might work for like disadvantaged children and people that work in A&E and like elderly people and so on and so forth, and people that suffer through dementia, all that kind of thing, and like people that have I don't know, like dementia, and they work in elderly people's homes and that kind of stuff, so on and so forth, or disadvantaged children and people that work for disadvantaged children. Okay, but like I said, I do apologise for the interlude of section where that led to that into that, right? But so that's a message for you, right? But I am definitely picking up on the comedy side of it. Is divine comedy, devil, Dan, but like yeah, like divine comedy. So something around comedian, or like you're just funny, right? But sounds a lot like me. But like are you right there, Dave? Like, yeah. How's it going on, Trig? You right? Yeah. Like, let's give you a little tap on there, bruv. That's sweet. That's just enough. As you know, that's all I got for you. I mean, is it your auntie and your Betty and whatnot? And you're like, bruv, is that all you've got for me after all this time? Couldn't give Aunt Bunny a kiss, Betty? And you're like, oh, bruv, just, you're right. Yes, you know, that's enough. Like, you know, just get off, leave me alone. You're like, oh, just come on, let's give you a cuddle. And you're like, oh, bruv, do I have to? Right. I don't know. So it could be any kind of auntie, uncle, brother, sister. I don't know. Someone that you just kind of like keep at arm's length, basically, and it's just like, yeah, so, yeah. Happy birthday, Libra. So it could be a Libra, and you're like, yeah, happy birthday. You're like, oh, is it your birthday? Yeah, bruv. And you're like, come on. And you're like, oh, just, yeah, happy birthday, bruv. Just give you a quick tap on there, like, yeah, nice one. Cheers, you know, nice. I mean, is it a guy? You know, like your brother or something, and you're like, you right, bruv? Yeah, happy birthday, bruv. Yeah, just, yeah, sweet, nice one, yeah. Cheers, see you later, bruv. You know, or is it like one of these very awkward moments where you're like, you right, Libra, you getting on? Yeah, I haven't seen you for a little while. Yeah, sweet, yeah, just let's give you a little like tap on there like that, bruv, and that's it, right? I don't know, someone's very awkward around the like touchy-feely bits, right? If not, you've got a frayed knot. You've got a Piscean up in here as well. If not, Iffy, Steph, Stephanie, effing else, someone that's Elsie, or someone that's Chinese, or I don't know, Korean, Chinese, or I don't know, but effing else. Sagittarius. What was your main messages? I don't know. I was too busy being funny, really. I don't know. We're going to leave it at that, Sagittarius. Cool. How's everybody been coping through this full moon? Oh, Jesus Christ, brother. Has it shown me quite a few things about myself? Damn, load of things that need rectifying in my life to see where it all stems from. I'm going back, like, I'm going way back. I'm kind of like, right, we need to start tracking down where this depression's really come from. Right? But, yeah. So, anyway, like I said, you can watch this as a Taurus or a Sagittarius. Or a life path 5, right? Twit to woo, look at you, Libra. There you go. Twit to woo, look at you, number 2. What's that? Dysfunctional family. Fucking they always. Yeah, they just keep coming back all the time. What's going on with your relationship? Well, it's none of your business. It's my business. If I've got a number 2, I'll decide what I want to do with it, with Steve or Stephen or Sarah. But like, I'll decide what I want to do with this. It's none of your business. It's mine. Okay. So it's either yes or a no. But some of you could be getting back with someone. You probably could be in a metaphysical connection. Normally when you have a connection, this is normally where you tell everybody about it, and then everybody's like, oh God, really? You got a metaphysical connection with a person? You're really getting back with them, are you? With Em, Emily, Melissa, Maria, Matilda, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine. But really, you're getting back with them? Yeah, no, I've decided to do that. Oh, really? So now I'm going to have to stick my nose into your business. Oh, dear Jackie. Oh, really? I told you not to do that, didn't I? They're behind you. Oh, no, they're not. Oh, yes, they are. I told you. You should have put that behind you by now. Yeah, well, they're not. They're a soulmate, brother. Yeah, but you should have put all of that behind you now. No, I haven't put it behind you. It's right in front of me. That's what I'm looking at. It's looking at you, kid. So you're like, right, okay, well, that's nothing to do with you then, bruv, is it? No, but I told you not to do that. You should have left all of this baggage behind you by now. Okay, mother. Normally, right? Am I right or am I right? Is it Groundhog Day? You're like, oh, God, here we go. It's Groundhog Day again. It's coming back around again, is it? Jen, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, the Jalians. Yeah, it's all coming back around again, Jack. Yeah, we're doing it again, Jackie. That's brilliant. What do you reckon? Well, I don't know. You should have put all this... Oh, Jesus Christ, shut up. So I can hear. You should have put all this behind you by now. Anyway, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, or Life Path number. Sagittarius for October. Hangman, bam! Here we go. Here we go, Loopy, Lulu, the Lucy, Louise, Louisiana, Anna, or Pollyanna, or like Louise from Louisiana. Okay. Denver, Colorado as well. I think there might be a Dave up in here, or a Rodney, or a John. You alright, John? Actually, I went to see my sister yesterday. She's a Sagittarius. We sat in the garden, in a luxurious fucking 10-acre garden. And we sat there, and this stray cat come along, and it is so gorgeous, this cat. But it is, like, they took it to the vets, bless it, but it's got matted hair, doesn't smell very great, but it's such a lovely cat. And guess what they call it? John. They call it John. You're right, John. For one of the pussies. John, let's call it John. You're right, John? How you getting on? Yeah, great, bruv. Oh, it's lovely. Give it some food. It was starving. Its teeth are all rotted, bless it. But it's such a lovely cat. And the cat that lives there is an awful one. Oh, the actual... my sister's actual cat. And it's like that, tries to get... And it's just sitting there like all defenceless and like drawn and skinny and like mistreated and whatnot. It's not mistreated as in beaten, because it's not... Because it's very friendly, it doesn't get skittish or anything. So, but it's been very malnutrition and everything else, and so on and so forth. So, and it's not been looked after because of the state of its hair. So we were feeding it and stroking it and so on and so forth, and it just sat there on this little chair, like just like really sweet and innocent, like falling asleep after its sleep, after its food. And then this other cat comes along and is like, get away from it. But anyway, unless you're dealing with a cat called John, but I'm hearing John. You alright, John? You got a new motor? Yeah, I got a new motor. Motor-Rona's disease. I'm also hearing motor-Rona. Some of you work for the hospitals or the NHS, and it's something to do with motor-Rona and Ronin. The samurai. Something to do with samurai. Sam. The name's Sam. Or Steve. Or Steve. Well, it's the Pythes, it's me. It's a Luigi. Someone's from Italiano. It's a Luigi. It's a Mario. Mario or Luigi? Mario Kart. Mario Kart. You got a new Mario Kart? Yep. Carter. Stephanie. Carter. Anyway. Trotters Independent Traders is also what I'm hearing. Could be a Dave up in here. Trotters Independent Traders. We're trading. Trading places. I'd buy that for $1. Some of you are trading one for another. You're like, I'm sorry. One from another to a mother to a brother to another mother to a brother, but it's only between me and you, and I'm trading places. So you've traded in the old for the new, or something like that. Or you've traded it in for a number 2. So you might have said no to someone and yes to someone else. Okay, because this is stuck right in the middle with you. Okay, Or you're just stuck with that situation at home that drives you fucking nuts, because it is not a Six of Cups. It's dysfunctional families. Okay, dysfunctional families. So it's like, no, it's okay. No, it's not okay, Tyrone. No, it isn't. It's not your business, it's mine. Right? But like, yeah, I'm also hearing a liver function test as well. Like, I need to go and have my liver looked at. Or your auntie. But like, I need to go and like, like a bit of liver and a Chianti. Someone's looking at your auntie. Annie. Annabelle. Anyway, let's see. Sagittarius 4. This is just entertainment's purposes, bruv. That's all this is, right? Sagittarius for October. The page, new person or the same person, but we are thinking about one another. I'm thinking about you day in, day out. Colin, day. Thinking about you day. Thinking about you day. Dad, I'm also hearing, listen, Dad, I'm thinking about you constantly. Some of you could have lost a loved one and you're thinking about your dad all the time. Or D. Keep hearing, I'm thinking about my dad. Thinking about my dad. Some of you are thinking about your father. Anyway, there's a lot of thinking. Is there speaking? Because if there is, it's speaking. Because I'm also hearing, I was turning keys, I was setting people free, I was doing alright. But then you came along with a suitcase and a song and turned my head around. But now I'm so alone, just looking for a home in every place I see. I'm the freedom man, I'm free to do what I want any old time. 'Cause I'm free. Yeah, freedom. Also, Richie Havens, freedom. The motherless child. Yeah, motherless child. I feel like I'm a motherless child. I feel like I am the child. I could be a Pisces, and I don't get on with my mother, and I'm doing this all on my own because I have children, but my mother doesn't help. Because I'm definitely hearing a motherless child, and I feel like that I have children, but I am a motherless child. So some of you don't have a mother or a father, or one or the other, okay, but I feel like a motherless child. So I don't get on with my mother. I don't get on with my mother is what I'm hearing. Because that's a Richie Havens song. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. It's a long, long, long way away from my home, yeah. So home, someone that works at home. Also hearing Tones of Home by Blind Melon. Melanie, Melissa, Maria. Tons of home. I work from home. This person could work from home, and it's tons. Pounds and ounces. Some of you, it's something to do around a pregnancy or a baby, or around the hospitals, around pounds and ounces. Some of you are drug dealers, possibly, and you're carrying weight, which would be pounds, ounces, eighths, and quarters. But like, yeah, I'm hearing, well, I'm dealing with pounds and ounces. Ounces. Nonces. I don't know. Someone in a same-sex relationship. Dealing with nonce. I'm dealing with struggling around pronunciation to pronounce something. Like people in foreign language. Sagittarius. So if you guys didn't know, this is normally where I channel through the cards and just come out with a load of stuff. To actually read the tarot cards, how normal other people read them, is normally where I do that, where you have to pay, unfortunately. Okay, but Sagittarius. It's two different sectors. YouTube and Patron are different. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node 4. You could be dealing with an Aries or a Scorpio. October. Oh dear, this just came up twice, actually. He's talking to you, but I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to you, but I'm not talking to you. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm sorry, but I'm not talking to you. No. So it might be a mother. You could be the children of mothers. And you know, no, I'm not talking to you. No, I do not want to tell you what's going on with my life. No, I'm going to find out either way. So you might as well tell me. It's like, no, I'm not fucking telling you. I don't want to tell you. That's why I'm not speaking. So I don't want to tell you. It's none of your business. No, well, whether you tell me or whether you don't, I'm going to find out. I'm going to stick my nose and my life right into your business until I find out. That's why all of these, this is a thinking card and this is a turning someone down and not telling them about something that is going on in my life because I am the child of someone that makes me feel like a motherless child, okay? That makes me feel childish, that I'm not capable of doing things myself, of probably being a mother, and because I am a mother, then it's a mother to another mother. What happened with you when you was a mother? Okay, what happened in your relationship? That's normally what I do. Well, take a look at yourself, Felicia. Take a look at your relationship. Take a look at where things that went wrong in your relationship instead of looking into my relationship. Take a look at your life instead of looking at my life. Be more concerned about yours. But normally when you tell these people is normally where they dig their heels in and then you get into an argument. So to save Grace, or the name Grace, or Marie, to save Grace, normally that is normally then when you start to not tell people what is going on with you, because you know when you do, the better the devil you know is the person that you know very well, which could be a Capricorn. So you could be the sister or the brother or have children that are Capricorn people here also, okay? And then this is that where somebody here thinks about this person, but they don't take them in consideration when they get let down. And they say, well, I told you so. I told you not to go and do that, didn't I? And I told you not to, but you did. And it's kind of like, yeah, well, I told you not to look. I told you not to get any feelings for this person, but you did get feelings for them. And now they've said no. Now I have to deal with you. And you're like, yeah, but you don't have to deal with me. I'm not just someone that you can just pick off the shelf and think, oh, I'm going to pick you off the shelf and deal with you now. Right? So then your family karma takes over when people get upset and they get turned down. And then that's where like, oh, really? We're going to have to pick the pieces up of you off the floor now, are we, Pisces? We're going to have to pick the pieces up of you because you now seem to be all in pieces and everything else. And you're all in pieces. And I need to see you as a project where I can fix you. No. No. You can't fix me. I am not broken. I am not a fucking object. I have feelings and emotions. So I'm not an object that you can just pick up off the floor and think, that's a good project. It's a person. I see you as a project that I can fix. No. If it's fucked, it's fucked. Okay? If it's a thing, sure, it's a thing. Unless it's Stephen. If it's a thing, sure, you can glue it and stick it and do what the fuck you want with it. But when it's a person, y'all can't fix someone, they have to fix themselves, right? So normally when people concentrate on themselves and think, you know what, bruv, I've made my decision. I'm going to have to make my decision. And if I have to lay in my own bed, I have to lay in my own bed, right? I have to make my own bed. I have to do everything else. If I make my bed, I lie in it, right? But I don't want to be a liar. I just want to be honest, right? So it's kind of like, look, I'm being honest now. I am not a fucking project for you to fix, right? That's what I'm hearing, right? I am not a project for you to fix. I can fix myself, thanks, right? Let's see. But this really could be going on around children here, because these are like kids, you know, and they're also possibly getting messages but not replying to the messages, because this can be where like I'm thinking about sending you a message and I'm thinking about it, but I don't know whether I should, whether I could, whether I would, or whether you would answer it even if I did. Okay, because these can be certain people where, like, I don't know, say you get a fucking message from your mother or something like that, and it goes bing, bing, and you're like, oh, God, I'm going to, like, look at that. And it comes up on your phone, because this is what these are. These are messages that could be sent, and you're kind of like, oh, I'm just not going to look at that. And then it bing, and it's like, yeah, I'm not going to look at that either. It's like, it's just like, where are you, lovey? What time are you coming home? Because you've got the children to look after. And you're like, I'm out at the boozer, bruv, trying to fucking relax and just trying to put my feet up. Bing, 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 bing. Right? So you've got this energy where these people are like, well, I don't know whether to say anything or not, whether I should speak or whether I shouldn't speak, whether they want to hear from me or whether they don't want to hear from me, whether I'm going to make matters worse or whether I'm not. What what should I do? I don't really know. What do I normally do with a number 2? Flush it. Okay. So you're like, well, do I drop this piece of shit or not? You know, sorry, but that's what I'm hearing. Like, shall I just drop this piece of shit or not? Like, or shall I just drop them in it or not? Or shall I just drop them a line or not? Shall I speak to them or not? Should I say something or should I not? Okay. Shall I or shall I not lie, Elijah? Shall I or shall I lie? Shall I tell the truth? Shall I just be honest? Shall I say something or shall I not? Would they ask me? Would they not? Would they talk to me even if I did? Why have they not answered? What's wrong with them? Nothing. They've probably got a private life. Right? So they're kind of like, well, I really don't know, bruv. I'm just sitting here thinking about this fish that just seems to be sitting there, don't really be doing anything. And if they're not really doing anything, then should I reach out and ask something or not? And this person's kind of like, well, I haven't really got time. I've just got things going on in my life, bruv. So, you know, you've kind of got, it's here, you know, it's here. What have we done, Butchie? Let's see. Sagittarius. One more card, please, for Sagittarius. For October. Bam! Five of Pentacles. There you go, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Taurus. There's yourselves here. Okay. Lonely, lonely. Someone like Elvis Presley. Okay. When no one else can understand me, when everything I do is wrong, you give me hope and consolation, you give me strength to carry on. I guess you're always there to lend a hand in everything I do. That's the wonder of you. Someone could be a fish called Wonder. I'm wondering about the fish. Oh, really? Those pesky fish? I'm wondering about the fish. What do I do with the fish? Fuck all. I'm sure they're quite capable of doing it themselves. What do I do about this fish? I don't know. They've got kids. I just don't ever know what to do with this fish. They really just stay there. And they're here. And they're there. And they're everywhere, but they just don't want to know where I am. They're not really bothered where I am. What do I do with myself? Well, there you go. What do you do with yourself? Right? What do I do with myself when my kids are not around? I need to control them to do what I want. 5 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 5 of Wands, 5 of fuck all, really. Right? 5 of Pentacles. Family situations where it's just like, well, I'm just bored. I'm fed up. Could be a retired housewife. I'm bored, fed up, got no one to play with. Right? I'm bored and fed up and frustrated. I got no one to play with. You know, what do I do with my toys? You know, fucking get my toys out. Well, when I'm bored, I might as well start playing. Right? I don't know, are you? Someone is, because I can hear it. Well, I'm bored. Fuck it. Let's get Bob out. Oh, I'm bored. Let's just get him out. Let's get the silver out. Let's get the silver bullet out. Let's just call up Silver. Silver, what you doing? Fuck knows. I don't know, bruv. My head's up my arsehole as well. I don't really know what I'm fucking doing. Does anybody else? Well, I don't know. Well, it doesn't fucking answer me back. It doesn't do much. It kind of gets me off, but that's about it. You know, it doesn't answer me back. It don't cook or clean or do fucking anything else. Well, it definitely doesn't fucking bitch and moan. So, just go and get myself a vibrator or something like that and just sort that out. See ya, bruv? Well, it isn't, but it is. Sort yourself out. I'm also hearing that as around everybody else. If you can't sort your relationship out and you can't sort your life out, then what the fuck makes you think that you can sort mine out? Concentrate on you, boo. You do you and I'll do me. Right? So, there you go. That's what you got. Just stay out of each other's way because you're not getting on. Stop trying to control people in life. If they don't say anything and they don't speak and they don't want to, there's a fucking reason why they don't want to. It's because it's private. It's between the person themselves. It's between me. I want some private time. Stop keep fucking appearing into the goddamn window when I'm trying to just get away from you, Felicia, not actually be around you. I'm actually trying to just fucking have some time on my own. Every time do I go out the door, it's a fucking here's Johnny fucking moment. You're like, fuck. Bruv, why do you have to go and stick your head right through that door right at the last moment? Oh, it's alright, I'm just... Get out. Anyway, there you go. Does it relate with any of you guys? Private time? Just as we're getting down to the nitty gritty, does someone walk in? Ah, you're right, Mum and Dad. Oh, fuck, you know. Anyway, there you go. That's what you got, Sagittarius, so far. If you want to join, you can. It really helps out the channel. This goes to tier 1 and also the full access bundle. After we have done the monthlies, the 1st until the 7th will only be over on Patreon. That gives me time to catch up. So if you are a full member of the tier full access bundle, you'll obviously know that each month we just do the 1st until the 7th straight to Patreon and not YouTube, and then we continue on through the month where all of the extendeds after that go to the full access bundle. But if you want this one, you can choose. If you don't, off you go, right? But like you can see the video that explains everything below. But yeah, this will go to both tiers. The first one is very cheap, but you obviously get a month, and then before the month ends you get the next one as well. And we see what comes up generally for your month of October. But like I say, everything after that is the full access bundle. Okay, alright guys, personal readings, all that sort of stuff. It's all in the link provided below. Thanks very much guys, I really appreciate it. Konnichiwa, see you later.